students, today we will begin with a new topic from Module 2. Module 2, Topic 1, Word Formation. Word formation. So before beginning with this word formation, we must discuss about that communication is very important, and communication is a process of sending and receiving intricate and complicated messages in common accepted language. The process or the persons taking in part in conversation should be competent in both written and spoken communication. To get these skills, one need to become skilled in listening, speaking, reading and writing. And the basis of all these forms is sound grammar. Unless you know the rules of grammar, you will not be able to formulate correct sentences. As a result, you will not be able to express your ideas in the right perspective. If your grammar is not sound, your technical writing will not make a sense to the reader. So while speaking in public, you will lack self-confidence as you will be unsure of yourself. The audience will also not appreciate you. Therefore, it's mandatory to understand some basic concepts that will enable you to communicate effectively. So word formation is important to learn new words, to make new words. So new words can be formed with the help of affixes. Affixes, which includes suffix and prefix. Suffix and prefix. By using these, new words can be formed, making some modification in the root words. So when we use these two, we just apply these suffix and prefix to bring modification in the root word. For example, if the root word is regulate, we are taking one example, the root word is regulate. You can change it to deregulation. By adding two affixes. One is D as a prefix, D is prefix, and TION is suffix. So by using prefixes and suffixes, the meaning of the word changes. As another example, if you consider the word easy, you can see how the prefix un changes the word to uneasy, and the suffix ness further changes to uneasiness. After becoming aware of this pattern of word formation, you can easily learn new words, thus adding to the list of your vocabulary. The position of prefix is in the beginning of a word, while suffix is put at the end of the word. Thus new words are formed. The prefix need not have any meaning in isolation, but in some cases it has a meaning. For example, the prefix man. Man in man-made. Here it has itself its meaning. Manhood. So in these examples, you can see that this word we are using as a prefix itself is having a meaning. Man can also be used as suffix. We can also use this prefix as a suffix, as in clergyman, fireman, you are seeing the examples, clergyman, fireman, etc. Though the prefix dis has a meaning not and like opposite. Dis means not, the opposite of, the opposite of. So here we are seeing that we have a variety of prefixes and suffixes, like we are using dis in distribute, distinguish, distribute, distinguish, district, okay. But when used as a prefix in words like disappointment, it changes the meaning of a word a great deal. Disinterested, disapprove, and disadvantage are some other examples. Let us now see some examples of suffixes that changes the word class. The suffix able, suffix. We are taking this word suffix able, added to the verbs like read. We will add this in read, work, suit, and changes them into readable, workable, and suitable. So likewise, the suffix ly added to the adjectives ly as a suffix added to the adjectives like slow, personal, and quick, converts these or them into words adversely. We can make the words like slowly, personally, quickly, etc. Yes, the suffix ion suffix. So we are taking some examples like added to the words verb. We are taking verbs like infect, and expedite, complete. Yes, changes them into the nouns like infection, completion, expedite, expedition. We can make this word as expedition. Like we can see some examples of prefixes with their meaning and origin. Like we use a with the words. It means not or without. It has its origin from Greek language. Examples: amoral, asexual, amorphous. AB, ab, abs, and a, meaning of, away from, and root is Latin. And the examples are like abhor, abnormal, abdicate, absent, absolute, abuse. Ad, ambi, ambi means both. Ad means near, at, Latin roots. Examples like adapt, adjacent, admire, adopt, ambiguous, ambitious, ambivalent. So there are lots of prefixes you can see here: anti, bi, cata, circum, cis, com, contra, counter, d, deca, and these are having their meanings, and they are having their some roots, and they have lots of examples. So we can use these prefixes to generate lots of words having lots of meanings. You can see a variety of meaning here. And some other examples of suffix. We have seen examples of prefixes which we use to form new words, and at the same time we can see there are lots of suffixes which come at the end of a root word, and they give us lots of variety of new terms and words. You can see the examples. These are the suffixes and meanings. The language of origin and parts of speech, like able, able, okay, ible, able, and these indicates that something is capable of, inclined to, or causing something. Indicate then acity as a t indicates a quality or state of being. They have their Latin root words. Able, we see the example of able, able, changeable, eatable, audible, terrible. Act, examples are osity, capacity, uh, double ess, cle, at, let, fly, iffy, kin, ling, most. So there are lots of suffixes which provides us to formulate new terms and words with a good variety of words. So we must learn these suffixes, their root language and their meaning, and we can enjoy a variety of words. So beside this prefixes, suffixes means affixation, having prefixes and suffixes. We can frame new words. We can frame new words, and there are some other ways by which we can form new words, like compounding. We have another method of word formation, that is compounding, and conversion, then blending, so we will start from compounding. When we use compounding, we link together two or more bases to create a new word. Means we use two root words to make a new word. Conversion involves change of a word form, one word from one word class to another. For example, the verb email works as two forms, verb and noun. Conversion. One word works in two forms. So conversion is when we use a single word in two forms, like in the form of noun and in the form of verb. And blending means when we take two words and we blend them, and we just take one single word after merging them. Two words make a single word. Yes, so we will start from this compounding. When we use compounding, we link together two or more bases to create a new word. Normally, the first item identifies a key feature of the second word. For example, compounding. For example, back and egg. These words combine to form the compound noun backache. We are getting a noun. This is a noun, backache. And the two bases post and card. Combine to form the combined noun postcard. So compounds are formed or found in all the word forms of classes. The most common types of compounds are nouns. Nouns like car park, adjectives, heartbreaking, sugar free, and verb, chain smoke, oven wake, adverb, good normally, nevertheless. So compounding is a method of word formation when we take two root words to make a single word, two root words without merging them. And by using this method, we can form nouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, etc. Like you are seeing here lots of examples. Adjective is heartbreaking, sugar-free, verb chain smoke, oven bake, adverb is good normally, nevertheless, and as a noun car park, yes, backache. And another method of word formation is conversion. Conversion, it involves a change of a word form from one word class to another. For example, the word email, we are taking this word email and to microwave. Microwave are formed from nouns. Nouns, email and microwave. We can use these words as verbs like email them, microwave it, and the root of these words is from nouns. These are the nouns also. You can text her. For example, we can make one sentence. You can text her. Or you can write down, give me your text. So here it is noun and here it is verb. They are jetting. They are jetting somewhere. This is the verb from the noun jet. This is a verb from the noun jet. Yes. So I mean to say that conversion is a method of word formation from where you can get two meanings, two forms of a single word. A word is used in two ways, in the form of a noun or in the form of a verb. Like we can also Take one example. If you are not careful, if you are not careful, some downloads can damage your computer. So downloads, you are seeing this word downloads. It is a noun from verb download. This is a noun from the verb download. Verb. It is noun. Our next method of word formation is blending. But before understanding this blending method of word formation, we will understand what is the use of abbreviation in forming new words. Abbreviation. These involve shortening a word. We do this in three forms. Abbreviation is done in three forms, like we can say clipping, okay, acronyms, and blends. So we are including this blending method under this abbreviation method of word formation, which includes clipping, acronyms, and blends. We use clipping when we shorten or clip one or more syllables from a word. We also commonly clip proper names for people, like ad. We can make a word advertisement or advert. So this is the clipping of this word, advertisement and advert. Met or lab. Lab is the clip of the word laboratory. Another word is met for the word Matthew. So this method having the three forms, again clipping, acronyms, and blend. So clipping means to shorten a word. Like we can say advertisement as ad, advert as ad, laboratory as lab, Matthew as met. Acronyms are a type of abbreviation formed when the initial letters of two or more words are combined in a way that produces consonant and vowel sequences found in words. Acronyms are normally pronounced as words. Definitely. Acronyms. Now we are talking about acronyms. Acronyms. So, acronyms are a type of abbreviation formed when the initial letters of two or more words are combined in a way that produces consonant or vowel sequence found in words. Acronyms are normally pronounced as words, like we can use some examples. RAM, random access memory. Random access memory. So this is the acronym of random access memory, and RAM is a term used to describe a computer's memory. Initials are similar to acronyms but are pronounced as sets of letters, not as words. Just for example, we can take WHO, World Health Organization, pronounced as WHO. Another example, we can see or take CD, compact disc. Compact disc, pronounced as CD. We form blends when we combine parts of existing words to form a new word. Now we are talking about this blend. Blending, blend, blend or blending method of word formation. Blending method of word formation. We form blends when we combine parts of existing words to form a new word. For example, blog, motel, smog. We made these words from like web and log. So we just generated this word blog, motel, like motor and hotel. We find this word motel, smoke, blend and smoke from. We are just blending this word from smoke and fog. Smoke and fog. By blending these two words, we are generating this new word that is known as smoke. Yes, so we can frame or get lots of words by using these methods of word formation like compounding, conversion, abbreviation, which has clipping, acronyms, blends, etc. So in this way we have a variety of words and we can use these methods like affixes also to get lots of words. And again there is a way to learn new words like you can learn antonyms, synonyms, homophones, one words, homonyms, etc. Antonyms means two words which give opposite meaning from one another. Synonyms means the words in variety which gives the similar meaning. Homophones, two similar sounding words having different spelling, different meanings. One words, when we use single word at the place of a group of words. Homophones or homonyms. Homonyms, one spelling having two meanings at the same time. So these forms of words can also enhance your vocabulary. You can learn new words beside these methods of word formation. This word antonym, the term antonym is derived from the Greek word anti, which means opposite, and onoma, which means name. Antonyms are the word pair that are opposite in meaning, such as dark, light, tall, short, acme, abyss. Word may have different antonyms depending on the meaning. Both long and tall are antonyms of short. There are different kinds of opposites and discussed in the class, and we are discussing here that antonyms are the words having anti-meaning, like different meanings from one another. We can also have some examples like abandon, opposite retain, normal, abnormal. We can also use other words like accidental, intentional, emerge, disappear, ending, beginning, enterprising, unimaginative, extra, necessary, extrovert, introvert, oppressive, lenient. So there are lots of examples of antonyms and you can enrich your vocabulary by learning these. If we will discuss about these synonyms. So antonyms and synonyms. Synonyms, the words having similar meaning. The words which gives us the similar meanings, as you know very well. So synonyms are words that are similar or have a related meaning to another word. They can be lifesavers when you want to avoid repeating the same word again and again. Also, sometimes the word you have in mind might not be the most appropriate word, which is why finding the right synonym can come in handy. Like it's quite suitable if we have lots of variety of words. We can give some examples like fast, quick, round, circular, sad, unhappy, wonderful, amazing, pace, sheet, old, ancient, fast, quick, and finish, beautiful, pretty. So such are the examples of synonyms. Homophones. A homophone is a word that is pronounced like other words but have a different meaning. This term is usually used for particular homonyms which are distinguished but both gives different meanings. Homonyms gives different meanings of a single word, but homophones are two words, sound same but different in meaning. We can have lots of examples of homophones here, like hair, air, bear, beer, bore, and bore. So these are the examples of homophones. We have a couple of words having different spellings, different meaning, but these are sounding similarly. Homonyms. Homonym is a word that has both the same pronunciation and the same spelling. Same pronunciation, same spelling as another, but is etymologically unrelated to it. The following are few examples of homonyms. You can see here, this is a word bill. It gives two meanings at a time. A statement of charges. Another meaning is beak. Fair. Just. It means just. Another meaning of fair is a periodic market. Pole. A long cylinder rounded piece of wood and metal. Again, pole is each of the 2 points is the celestial sphere about which the stars appear to revolve. Pulse. Throbbing. Another meaning, edible seeds. Raw. A line. Another meaning, proper boat. Verb. Soil means earth. Another meaning, make dirty. Another method by which we can learn new words is one word substitution. One word substitution. When we use single word in the place of group of words. Often we have words on the tip of our tongue and we all know how hard it is sometimes to remember the exact word appropriate to a certain situation or object. Here we can discuss a list of such words. The entries are listed like the there are certain words which are the substitution of a group of words, like we can use omnipotent. Omnipotent, it means one who is all powerful, one who is all powerful. Optimist, a person who looks towards the bright side of things. Pessimist, just opposite to this, a person who looks towards the dark side. The dark side of things. Audible, that can be heard easily. Omniscient, who knows everything. Inaudible, which can't be heard easily. So by learning one word's substitutions, we can make our communication very short and simple and easy to understand. We can make our communication concise. So here today we have discussed lots of methods to frame new words and to learn new words by learning antonyms, synonyms, homophones, homonyms, one words. Okay, students, so I think that this lecture is really very beneficial for you people to learn new words. Okay.